What if I told you that one of Brazil's brightest football stars went from being compared to Pelé to ending up behind bars? In the early 2000s, Robinho looked destined to become the next global football superstar. His dazzling dribbles, incredible flair, and fearless style made fans believe Brazil had found its next legend. He played for some of the biggest clubs in the world, won league titles, and represented Brazil at multiple World Cups. But today, Robinho's story is remembered not for trophies or goals, but for a dramatic downfall that shocked the football world. This is the story of what happened to Robinho. Born in 1984 in São Vicente, Brazil, Robinho grew up in a humble family. Like millions of Brazilian kids, football was more than a game. It was a dream. His incredible talent quickly caught attention. At just 15 years old, he joined the famous Santos Academy, the club where none other than Pelé had become a global icon. It didn't take long before people started comparing the young winger to Brazil's greatest stars. Fast, skillful, and fearless, Robinho could embarrass defenders with tricks that seemed impossible. Soon the football world was watching. In 2002, at just 18 years old, Robinho helped Santos win the Brazilian league title. Fans loved him. Opponents feared him. Scouts from Europe couldn't stop talking about him. One of his most famous moments came when he performed multiple stepovers before winning a penalty, leaving defenders completely confused. The clips went viral long before social media existed. By 2005, Europe came calling, and one club wanted him more than anyone else. That club was Real Madrid. The Spanish giants signed Robinho as part of their famous Galacticos project. Fans expected greatness, and at times Robinho delivered. He won league titles and produced moments of brilliance that reminded everyone why he was considered one of the world's most gifted players. But there was a problem: consistency. While flashes of genius appeared regularly, Robinho never quite reached the level many expected. He was good, sometimes spectacular, but not the global superstar people had predicted. Eventually, he left Madrid looking for a fresh start. In 2008, Robinho joined Manchester City. The club had just begun its transformation into a football powerhouse. Robinho even scored on his debut against Chelsea. For a moment, it looked like everything was falling into place. But once again, inconsistency followed him. After a short period in England, he moved to AC Milan. There, he enjoyed some successful seasons and helped the club win the Italian league title. Yet despite all his achievements, many felt he never fulfilled the enormous potential people saw when he was a teenager. For Brazil, Robinho enjoyed many memorable moments. He represented his country in multiple World Cups and won international trophies. At his peak, he was one of Brazil's most important attacking players. He scored goals, created chances, and thrilled fans with his skill. For years, his reputation remained largely positive. But then everything changed. In 2017, an Italian court found Robinho guilty of participating in a sexual assault that took place in Milan in 2013. Robinho denied the accusations. He maintained his innocence throughout the legal process. However, the case continued through multiple appeals. In 2022, Italy's highest court upheld the conviction. Because Brazil generally does not extradite its citizens, the legal situation became complex. In 2024, Brazilian authorities ruled that Robinho would serve the sentence in Brazil. The decision marked one of the most dramatic falls from grace in football history. A player once celebrated as Brazil's future had become the center of one of football's most shocking scandals. Robinho's story is one of football's greatest what-ifs. A player blessed with extraordinary talent, a teenager compared to legends, a star who played for some of the biggest clubs in the world. Yet today, discussions about Robinho are no longer centered on his dribbling skills or spectacular goals. Instead, they focus on the controversy and conviction that ultimately defined the final chapter of his career. His rise inspired millions. His fall shocked the football world. And his story remains one of the most dramatic examples of how quickly a football legacy can change. What do you remember most about Robinho's career? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more football stories.